It's us again.
Yeah. It's we again. Back here at the garage, like we are every week. So exciting. I feel like you're like Charlie Brown right now.
That was Charlie Brown.
Yeah, like you were doing like the whole little like Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Like that's good stuff.
We're gonna do some stuff.
Steven's gonna do some stuff.
Probably, possibly work on some bedwood. We'll see. We don't know. We don't know what's happening.
I like your wood.
Just don't get it.
Oh, I get it. And I like it. But go home now. Dude, guys, I'm actually...
Did you say dude, guys?
Yeah, dude, guys. Dude, guys. I'm so excited for this video. Like, out of everything on this truck that I've been, like, super looking forward to, like, Steven doing is actually been the bed. Like, the wood. I like wood. But no, like, it's beautiful. We actually have a lot of stuff that I have seen him do in the past that he's made doing some of his woodwork, and I just love what he's coming up with for this. So, yeah. My mom, too. My mom's really looking forward to watching you do this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jeannie's really excited. That was so far her favorite video, was you building the bed of the truck. What about you guys? What's been your favorite video so far? That's actually a cool thing to know. Like, what's been your favorite? Like, what do you want to see more of? I know it's not the truck, but you just have to hang in there.
It's Jackie.
Shit.
I want to see more of Jackie.
More of me.
Yep.
There's a lot of me.
The people love you.
But that's it. So Steven's going to get started. I'm going to do some work, and you'll see some more of me either later tonight or maybe a little tomorrow, depending. I'm actually editing the video that you watched already. Yeah, so there's that. Cool.
All right.
What do you got?
Go to our website and buy some shirts.
Yeah, www.sawkustomz.com.
Hats.
That looks really
What
bad.
were you doing?
I was being a puppet.
A puppet, huh?
Yeah, shut up.
Cool.
Yeah, so, and some hats. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So support the builds. We want to get on the bus. I really want to get on the station wagon. And I want to buy a truck that I can drive around while I work on the station wagon.
Stop begging the poor people.
I'm not begging. I'm just telling them what I want to do. Gosh darn
Dang.
it. Jeez, Steven. Steven with a V.
Oh, God. All right, so we're going to get started.
Cool. See ya.
Cue the music. So today, I'm gonna start on the wood for the bed, see if we can make it look like something. I don't know what, but something. Because we at least have to get the center section finished and back in the bed before we can put the bed back on the truck, because once it's in place, it's hard to get up under there and screw the wood down because you have the chassis in the way. So we're gonna start sanding this. The back side, I think we'll just paint it black so it's protected. And then the front, gonna maybe stain it, don't know what color, maybe burn it, maybe add some different colors. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm gonna sand the back side of this thing first, and we'll flip it over and deal with the front. Back side doesn't need to be perfect. We'll just knock off, you know, anything that's super rough. So I think the back of this is just gonna end up just getting painted with just some black oil-based paint. And that should be good enough to keep it protected. I think I'm out of all paper for the DA other than 100 grit, and that's not quite cutting it. Need to pick up some more paper, but we're not doing that tonight. Need a giant planer to run this thing through. Also haven't decided if we're gonna polyurethane this thing or epoxy it or what. I like the epoxy because I can burn it, and all the grain that it pulls out, we can bury it in the epoxy. but epoxy's expensive. So of course, right over here on this corner, when we were screwing the metal strip down, the screw broke that corner off of there, which you will never see, but we need that screw hole for the metal. So I'm gonna glue that piece back on and then probably just put a couple little small sprigs in it from the outside to hold it. And we should be good. Once the metal's on there, all we got to do is be able to run the screws back in, and they should hopefully never have to come back out. So it'll be there forever, maybe. Is the wood glue dried up? Oh, it's premium. Sweet. Probably should have brought a clamp out here, but I didn't. So that was dumb. Oh wow, that's tiny. I can't read any of that. Let's see what she says. Yep, 24 hours. It needs to be stress-free for 24 hours. I'd like to be stress-free for 24 hours. Honk honk. Yeah. Every time. Let me grab a clamp, folks. Some bar clamp action. Now we're to the point of stain it or burn it, or both. So normally when I burn the wood, I'll like burn the hell out of it and take a wire brush and dig it out, which makes all the grain stick out. And then I take all of that, basically ash that I dug out, and take a rag and grind that all into the wood, and it darkens it and basically looks kind of like a stain. And then you can add color on top of that, and then add your epoxy or poly or whatever you're going to use. This case we may use Captain's varnish because it's probably cheaper than good epoxy. You can buy the cheap epoxy from like Home Depot and Lowe's. The problem with that stuff is it never really seems to fully cure. I mean, it's dry, you can touch it, obviously you can set stuff on it, but if you put something heavy on it and leave it like overnight, when you pick it up, there'll be indents in it. It'll flow back out, but it dents it. It's weird. So I'm not a fan of that, whatever that brand is, epoxy that Home Depot carries. I know there's better stuff out there, probably, you know, like whatever they're using to pour these river tables and all the stuff that everybody's making. I don't know what the brand is, but that's what I need. But I know it's not cheap, so we may have to go with something different. Yep, we're burning it. Sugar bond action. After a solid half-hour search, we found a wire brush. Not the one I'm looking for because it's a baby one, but it'll work. So a wire wheel, like on a drill or anything, is just way too aggressive. And you can feel it, like where it leaves the grain up higher. Gives it a more three-dimensional look too. And then wherever we get light, we'll just take all this dust and kind of just grind it back in. So now, like all the grain that you couldn't see,
now you can see it
stood up. On a bigger piece like this, especially when you've got multiple pieces glued together, it's got a tendency of wanting to bow whenever you, especially when you start heating it. So it's really best to clamp it down. Not that concerned with this because it is going back in the truck with a million screws on the backside to pull it down, and you can watch it flex anyway. So it's not a big deal, but some pieces, obviously, you're not going to want it to do that. Then you'll be able to see anywhere where you don't hit it with the brush will still have like a little bit of a shiny spot to it.
Oh, I could see it from here.
Yep. Now, obviously, the higher grain will still have a little bit of a different color, but it won't be like super shiny. It's my baby wire brush from England. You know, probably from like 1847 or something.
Can you use it the other way to?
It's not. Let's see it.
Oh.
It's not almost said a bad word. It's not freaking flat.
It's not freaking flat. Did you know that the Earth is flat, not round?
Some people will say that.
It's crazy. So like all these like little.
My favorite thing is like the flat Earth like Facebook page where they're like, we're here for the flat earthers all around the globe.
Wait, what?
And it's like, you just said globe.
I have a serious question for you.
What?
Why do you know this?
Because it's popped up before on social media.
Guys. Steven's a flat earth person, maybe?
No, Steven is not. Shishugabon.
What?
That's what this is called.
What is it?
Shishugabon.
Shishugabon?
Yeah.
Why?
That's this process of burning wood.
Is it like Asian?
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember if it's like Japanese or what, but
Let's look it up.
I'm sure somebody knows.
I want to know.
But it's kind of like a like sealing the wood. Jackie's getting the Google machine.
Yeah, I need to know.
Where's your...
It's also known as yagisugi.
Yagisugi?
Yeah, it's a Japanese tradition wood preservation technique that involves charring the surface of the wood. Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah. The method not only enhances the wood's aesthetic appeal, but also increases its durability and resistance to fire, insects, and rot.
That's
Originally
right.
in the 18th century, shusagibon was initially used primarily on cedar wood, but it can be applied to other types of wood as well. The process involves charring the wood, cooling it, cleaning it with a wire brush, and then optionally applying a sealant or an oil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you know.
The wood is cooled though.
I didn't cool it. It cools on its own.
Does that make a difference?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm not doing this for the sealing properties anyway, because we're gonna seal it. I just do it for the look.
I find it very interesting too. It also makes it fire resistant.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Valerie doesn't have to worry about the bed of her truck burning down.
That's a good thing.
You know, because of Shishugabon.
It's not Shusugibon?
I've heard it called Shishugabon.
Let's see how to pronounce Shusugibon.
Get Google to tell us.
Yeah. Shosugibon.
Shosugibon?
Hold on, let's
hear her say it.
Yeah.
Burning wood. Shou, Sugi, Ban
Shosho.
in
Shosugibon.
Japanese,
Sugiban.
otherwise known as
So,
yakisugi.
so.
Shou, Sugi, Ban.
Ban.
Shosugibon?
Shosugiban.
I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm just saying it faster. Shishugabon.
No, Shosugi.
Shosugibon.
There you go. Shosugiban.
Shosugibon.
And on this episode of Saw Customs, you are going to learn Japanese.
Yeah. Come with us and speak some Japanese.
Yeah, Shosugiban. Arigato.
There are some Japanese people watching this right now, and they're like stupid Americans.
I know.
They're like, you guys are a bunch of dipshits.
Stupid white people.
Freaking white people.
Yeah.
Can't take them nowhere. I'm not sure how good this shows up on camera,
What'd you say?
but it looks pretty cool.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you did it again.
What did I do?
What'd you say?
Did Valerie decide to go with another color for the engine?
No.
It's going to be this one?
Yeah. So we're going to put some of the engine color into the wood. And we'll see what it looks like. See if it's too dark. I can't remember how I did this before, if I sprayed it on and wiped it in, or if I wiped it in with a rag. Don't recall. All right, this is what we got. Can't really tell anything out here under these horrible lights. Yeah, it looks to me like it looks pretty crappy in the camera, but looks kind of cool in person. Will look a lot better once we have some clear on it. So right now, yeah, these lights really make it look terrible. We'll see what it looks like with clear. So, I mean, kind of trying to make it match the rest of the truck. And it's decent. It might not be exactly where I want it yet. I might keep messing with it tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm done for the night, so we'll see you tomorrow. We're back on this today. I decided I hated it. So, doing some more burning, removing some of the paint. We'll see what we come up with. So we got this thing out in the sun today and it was just way too much blue. Couldn't really see it last night out here in the dark. So, you know, just kind of playing the guessing game. And it didn't look that great today out in the sun, so it's starting to get where I want it now.
We're back in the car, going on a field trip.
We're field tripping.
Not the field trip like I want to go on.
No, we're going to see our good buddy.
We're going to see our friend Patrick, because Ace is the place.
We're going to hang out with Patrick.
Yeah. Isn't he off already?
Nope. He gets off at 5.
Oh, sweet.
We're gonna go see if we can find some varnish for the bedwood. I was gonna use Captain's varnish because
I'm just trying to get this. Okay.
I was gonna use Captain's varnish because it's great.
You're good. It's on you.
It's all over the place.
It's on you.
What was that? What was I saying?
You were gonna use Captain's garnish.
Garnish?
Captain's varnish.
Yeah, that's what was suggested. It's pretty expensive. You know, we're way over budget on the truck, so we're gonna go with something a little bit less expensive. And either use like Minwax, Hellman's, or whatever it is.
Is it still like? I mean, I know.
It's not. What is it called?
But is it gonna like stick up to the weather the same way the Captain's varnish would?
It claims that it does.
Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I mean, anyway, there's several different brands. There's the Varathane and the Minwax, and Rust-Oleum also makes a marine grade. I don't know if Ace carries it. We're gonna see what they have, and that's what we're gonna use. I mean, the truck's not gonna sit outside. It's gonna be garage kept, so it'll be very rare that it sees a bunch of sunlight or rain and whatnot. So,
but it will still withstand all that.
yes, it's all made to stand up to the sun, the rain, the moisture, all that good stuff. So,
Does it have like UV protection?
yes.
Sweet.
So we'll see. We'll put it on there. If it doesn't look good, we'll maybe wet sand it, pour it with epoxy, or figure something out.
Can I varnish myself so I have UV protection at all times?
Sure.
Sweet.
I'd like to pour it with epoxy, but man, epoxy's expensive for the right stuff, for the stuff that would actually work and stand up to the sun and all that good stuff. So
Nice.
we're not going to do that unless we absolutely have to. I'd honestly like to put the metal surrounds on everything and pour the epoxy an 1/8 inch deep so that it's flush with all the metal. But that would be very difficult to do and time consuming. Can you get that out of my face?
Well, I was trying to. We have wind blowing into the other microphone,
I'm like-
so I'm trying to get it away from all the harsh air conditioning blowing in it.
egg. We're going eggs.
Okay, because it's the place. We'll see you there.
Yeah. Ace is the place. Good, helpful hardware store. It's usually not helpful. They never, ever, ever have what I need. Here we are.
Where are we? We're in the aisle.
Helmsman. That's what I was trying to say, and I couldn't say it.
Do we do like a satin, or do we do it high shine too?
No, we want some gloss action.
So like clear gloss, like right there?
Yeah, we got the old triple thick. We've got the triple thick.
Yeah, you do.
How am I?
This doesn't say that it has UV protection. See, this one only says interior.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. We'll go with this one. This one's the better guy.
So you're going for some Minwax.
Yeah, Minwax is good.
Okay. So outdoor has UV protection. That's why it's outdoor.
Yes. Sunlight.
Oh.
Exceptional protection from sunlight. Rain moisture. Temperature changes. That's what we want. It's gonna do it.
Put this on camera.
Oh yeah.
I don't do Ace Hardware on camera.
That's what I said. Steven said yes, he does.
I said he made this choice.
So you go with the Helmsman.
We got our clear that we're going to use, but that's not happening today. We're going to mop some oil-based Rust-Oleum black on the back side of this thing just for protection, and then let it dry tonight. We'll get it screwed back to the bed tomorrow and get the clear on it. We'll probably do 2 or 3 coats of clear. All right, we got the back side of this thing all painted black. Looks like it's almost probably dry to the touch, but we're gonna let this dry overnight. And tomorrow we'll go ahead and get it installed in the bed and probably move on to the next piece. We'll figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. All right, we're back. Next day. Our black is dry. Looks good. You still feel the pine sap in that area. That's okay, doesn't matter. That's gonna be on the bottom side of the truck. So we're gonna get this cab kind of moved out of the way a little bit so we can get to the bed, get that cleaned up. It's kind of dusty from sitting out here. And then we'll go ahead and get this piece in there and get it screwed into place. And I think we're probably gonna clear coat the bed before we put it back on the truck. So I don't know when that's going to be, but I'll either start on that or we'll start on the next section of wood, getting it ready to go back in. So that's what we got going on today. Also, once we get the wood screwed down in here, then I'll clear coat it. I don't really want to clear coat it till it's all in place, because that thing bowed a little bit. You've got movement where all the boards are screwed together, so I don't want to clear it, let the clear dry, and then have to push it down to screw it in place and chance messing up any of the clear coat. All right, we gotta get this wiped down. I still have to sand this, so when Jackie painted it, I didn't realize before she started there was, I don't know if that's sand or what that was on the metal right there. So we have to DA this section back and repaint that. Not right this minute, but it's eventually got to get done. So this has already got screw holes in it, so I got to climb under there and line everything back up so that it's all right where it needs to be, because we've got our metal runners and everything that go on the outside. Everything already has holes, so we want it all to go right back to the same spot so that everything works like it's supposed to. Got it! Ugh. All right, she's screwed in place. That's what we're clearing with. So I'm gonna get this thing blown off and tape up this edge and start the process. It's gonna attempt a roller, but can't find a tray, so we're just gonna go with the old sponge brush, let it take forever to apply. Get it. So we're going to apply the first coat. You got to sand between every coat with this, so I'm going to apply the first, figure out what the dry time is. I think you got to let it dry like 2 hours before you can recoat, something like that. So we'll let it dry, then we'll hit it with some 220. Apply the next. All right, that's it. We're good for now. On to the next thing. All right, while that other piece is drying, we're gonna move on to the next piece. So this is the assembly I built to allow this rear section to lift and then slide back. So this whole section is on sliders, but it can't slide because we had to route all this wood out because of these pieces right here. They're actually locked against it right now because that's what it slides on. So we're gonna mark this thing, and then we'll get all the area routed that needs to be routed. Screw all these boards together, or glue them, screw them, then it'll be ready to sand and finish. Just gonna get reference marks between these boards also. That way they can get lined back up perfectly before we screw this thing back together. Also, they're not lined up, so if you get any boards out of order, your marks won't line up and you'll know you have it in the wrong spot. But I also have them numbered. Actually, I took them out of order. Yeah, so they're not numbered correctly. So we'll have those marks. That'll tell us where we need to be. Got a blade in here that covers about 1/8 inch. So this should take somewhere between 1 to 2 months to knock out. And that's how we're doing it. So if I'd have thought this through when I was building it, I would have actually made the hinges where they were adjustable up and down. Then I could have spaced my outside runners up a little bit and I wouldn't have had this problem. But you know, these are things you think of afterward. So doing what we're doing will solve our problem. I could even oblong the holes in the hinges and adjust upward a little bit and put some shims under these two front and back runs. But the bolt holes are so close already to the edges in there that if I were to try to oblong the holes, I'd be out of material. So that's why we have to go through this horrible process of routing out this section so that everything will slide and operate like it's supposed to. So I won't make you guys watch this entire process. I'll come back when I have this done. We're routed. Took forever. I did find a bigger bit though, made it go a little bit quicker. Now it's sanding time. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more weld on this because we never fully welded it. All right, the battery died on the camera, but we got this thing working right. We got it all welded up, and I ground back some of the areas that I had to weld on. I had to change out some bolts in it to put nylocks on everything so nothing backs off. And I think we're pretty much about ready to throw some paint on this. We got a couple more little areas on the inside I want to hit with the grinder. And we'll spray it with some black satin. Call it good. Only the premium will do. The cheapest Ace Hardware ad. Yeah, you look good enough. You'll do. All right, guys, we got our framework done. I went ahead and the frame that was surrounding this on the face, it was 4 pieces. I welded it up. Got it off there. Now we're getting all these boards pocket drilled. That way we can go ahead and get these all screwed together. We'll glue everything and run in the pocket screws, and then once the glue's dry tomorrow, we'll start sanding this section and getting it burned and all that good stuff so we can get some clear coat on it. We've got our lines also that line back up so that everything ends up back in the same spot. So I think what I'll do is get the glue on there, push these together, clamp this down in the center so that we know our boards are flush on the face side, because that's the important part. Back side don't matter. If we need to sand some off of it or route it or whatever, we can do that. So it's not a big deal. But we want the face to be right where it's supposed to be. So for 3/4 inch wood, you have to use 1 1/4 inch screws once you have your holes drilled. Need that guy. That one moved. Get another clamp out here at the end. All right, you guys get it. I'm gonna make you watch me screw the rest of these together. I'll be back when I'm done with this. She's glued, she's screwed, and I've got it clamped down to the steel sawhorse. So I'm gonna let that glue cure tonight, and tomorrow we'll pull the handles out of it, start sanding and burning and all that fun stuff. So, but I believe I am done for the night. Yep, it's after 10. I'm out.
It's the next day.
We're back.
And I get to help today. I need a screwdriver. Can you put it on reverse for me?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I'm unscrewing things. Little handles. Continuing to work on the bed. We were gonna go on our field trip, and you can kind of see behind me, it's just really gross weather out, so we didn't want to drive an hour and a half away.
Make sure you're pushing down on that so you don't strip the screw out.
Okay. lessons. So, can I just put them in here, screws?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, so our field trip hopefully is either gonna come next week or the week after. Steven did, however, come yard sailing and estate sailing with me today.
It was terrible.
It wasn't terrible. You had a little fun. You didn't have any fun?
It was the time of my life, is what I meant to say.
Hey, we laughed a lot. I got an old 80s Campbell Soup semi-toy truck.
She did.
Yeah. And I got some 1930s lingerie. You know somebody was baby making in that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little too top endowed. I don't think I can wear it.
Top endowed, she
Yeah.
says.
Well, I mean, yeah.
What did that guy say?
Which guy?
He said you got some nice
Oh,
puppies.
I got some sweet puppies.
Oh, boy.
They're my sweater puppies.
Little sweater puppies.
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna move this way some
How
so
come?
that it's because I want to cut that off.
Okay. Are you staining this and everything today?
No.
Or painting?
We're gonna do the other section. We're gonna get it ready. So
Okay.
unclamp that. What a struggle.
Well, my little fingers just don't do that very well.
Okay, don't put it down.
Oh, I need it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll clamp it right back on there.
So the reason that I don't drive the 54, guys, one is because if anything happens, Steven will divorce me. But two, like, my thumbs can't even push down on the shifter. That's not a lie. I tried once and I literally could not even move the shifter.
Righty.
So I have a serious question.
What's the serious question?
How can you sleep at night knowing that that's not perfect?
Well, because it will be when I'm done. We got to go drag out sawhorses. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So we'll get these sawhorses out of here.
Okay.
We'll get another piece of wood so you can move this out. You can start sanding that and
Okay.
I'll start on the other piece.
Sounds good. We got Grandma's car here today. She was part of the powder puff racing division.
Jackie making things harder than they have to be.
I do that sometimes. Is this going over there?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the sawhorses
I could slide it over there.
if you want.
But that's about as much as I can do is the electric slide.
Whatever you gotta do. If
But-
you want to slide, you can slide.
All right, boogie, woogie, woogie. I can't pick this up.
I was hoping you were gonna try so we could all watch you.
Sassy, you gonna help?
She's like, look, get out of my way.
Come on, Sassy.
I'll show you how to pick this up.
Like a strong man.
Excuse me.
You strong man?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Man, you strong like wool.
Not really.
Yeah.
Pretty weak.
You make me weak in the knees.
Oh boy.
You said I'm sanding?
Yeah, you're sanding.
Am I sanding the top of this?
Correct.
Oh, okay. I'm doing stuff people are gonna see.
Yep.
I love
Scary.
you, Valerie. I love you. Hey, everybody. Go embarrass Valerie on her Instagram page, not his 48, and wish her a happy birthday. Because
Oh,
her birthday
man.
is on Monday.
That's terrible.
She's gonna divorce me as a friend.
100%. There you go. Hold it flat, turn it on, let it rock.
Okay, let me put my gloves on.
Okay.
I just feel that's
Put
necessary.
your safety glasses on.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's necessary.
They should make handles for these. It would
Dude,
make,
it's on the top right there.
what?
They do, it's on the top.
No, like an actual handle to hold. I feel like it would be so much easier.
No, it wouldn't.
What if they have ones like that I could hold up top? Instead of having to spread my hands so wide.
You just need to grow your hands bigger.
They don't, this is tiny girl problems.
This is dumb.
Arthritic problems. That's it. Screw me making a cute like clothing line for girls, for worker girls. I'm gonna make power tools for arthritis.
Okay. Do it up.
I think I'm onto something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might be.
Ah, now we're cooking. I was just informed that I get to be the one to burn this one. So what is it? I get to like Jinshu Shou Shou?
Shishugaban.
Shishugaban. No, Shusugiban.
Shisugiban.
Shusugiban.
However you say it. I'm not Japanese.
I'm gonna put the Shusugiban on this. I'm so excited. First, I gotta blow it off. That feels really good right now. It's my job.
No, get it. What are you doing? You're taking forever.
Just let it char like a marshmallow. Do I try and blacken inside the grain too?
Everywhere.
So just get it as black as I can.
Yeah, let me get a piece of metal.
Black like your heart on a good day.
Like my heart.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Something to put under there
Okay, so I don't put anything on
so
fire?
we don't catch that other board on fire.
Oh my God. Did I ever tell you about when I went for surgery? And I sat in the whole waiting room singing We Didn't Start the Fire?
Yes, yes, you did.
It was funny. Yeah, I had surgery a long time ago, guys. And they wanted me to take my earrings out, which I didn't want to take out. And they were like, cool, we're just going to keep somebody next to you because whatever they were using, like they were cauterizing something. Like it could literally like make your blood boil. So, I mean, long story short, they put me, out under anesthesia and I woke up and I was like, hey dog, did we start the fire? He's like, no. And then I started singing We Didn't Start the Fire. And apparently the whole recovery center was singing it with me. Didn't remember that until I checked out and they reminded me. That was good stuff.
Excuse me.
Yes, boss.
We're drilled.
I'm just over here building the whole entire truck bed at this point. Jeez. That's right. The whole thing. But now I get to do the brushing part and take all the shine away.
Paint time. Painting with Jackie.
I'm painting. Do you think I can make some happy little black spots? Oh,
That was a lot of
lightning.
lightning.
And hence why we didn't get to go on our field trip today. That part's always really sad. Yeah. So guys, I love painting, but I take forever to paint. So I just prefer when Steven's not here when I do it.
All right, yes, we got some of the blue in it tonight. Probably go back and kind of burn out a little bit of it in between the grain so it kind of matches what we have already on the other section. But that's all I'm doing tonight. We'll be back on it tomorrow. Even 9 feet in the air, my head's still cut out of it. You can't even see your little short ass.
I'm so tiny. It's super hot out. It's days later. And that's it. We're closing out. We're out.
We're still not done with this bedwood because
Yeah.
it's just fighting me.
Yeah.
Everything is fighting. The framework, the wood, everything. It's what I like to call a nightmare.
Steven.
This is a
loves
jinx by this one right here.
That is not me. Don't put it
Yep.
on me.
It is. Remember, Steven does amazing woodwork. I can't wait till he does the bed. And it was like, after you did that to me.
I mean, that doesn't take away from all the woodwork you've done in the past.
Should have never said it.
Don't let him fool you guys. everything so far in this all really does look fantastic. And it looks better than 99% of the stuff that you see in a lot of vehicles.
I mean, it will look better. It's got a lot to go still. I still got to paint all the upper frame stuff that gets probably painted the same color as the dash. All my framework to make everything operate has been painted now, and the wood is all, I was going to say stained. It's not stained. It's burned. It's got color added to it.
Bond.
Yeah, it's and it's got, I think all of them now have 2 coats of poly on it, but we're going with 4, so we're not there yet. This has been very time consuming.
Well, really quick, let me show you. I don't know if we did it on another part of the video or not, but now that it's got some shine on it, look how nice the wood looks.
I think that one's, I don't remember if that's 2 coats. I know this one out here is 2 coats.
Yeah, if you guys can see, I think we showed you. You got a little sun glare on here, but you can see just like a beautiful hint of blue, which like he was saying before, it's matching kind of the engine color and some of the patina that's already on the truck.
Yeah, it doesn't really match what the engine's going to be because it's not that light. But I was trying to get kind of close to what was on the truck, but that's hard to do whenever you're putting color on wood that's already burned. It starts darkening everything, and you know.
And like the faint minty color was almost looking like white.
Yeah, so
like,
that didn't work.
Yeah.
I abandoned that. But it looks good up against the rust and everything, and I think it'll look good up against the colors in the cab and all that once it's all put together. It's kind of hard to tell what it looks like on camera.
No, actually, I started editing this video already, and like on the computer, you can tell it looks really nice.
Cool. So we're getting there, but you know, it's like everything on this truck, it wants to fight me, so we'll eventually get there. We also got, you know, the engine showed up. We have the transmission, so hopefully in the next couple days we'll be getting all that assembled and in the chassis. So
Yeah.
that'll probably be on the next video, possibly.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't rain, we're going to hit up one of our favorite little local car shows. It's not really local, it's up in Georgia, but Folkestone, Georgia, the Barbecue. We've had a great time every time that we have gone. This will be my 3rd year, your 4th year that you're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but it's supposed to rain really bad on Saturday. So honestly, it really just depends on the rain if you're going to have a car show video or part of a car show video or not. So, but yeah, in the meantime, free shipping on...
Did you say
Oh, just like Sugi bun. Remember like how they
bun.
said it? Yeah. But yeah, there'll be free shipping on stickers. There already is free shipping on stickers, and shirts and hats and all that good stuff still available on the website, www.sawcustoms.com. Helps us keep the builds going. And I think in the meantime, that's really about it.
That's all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got. Yeah. Oh, follow Square Body Relics. I finally wore my shirt.
They have a
It's cool.
YouTube too?
Yeah, they're really awesome. They do a lot. I don't know if actually I don't even know if they have the YouTube. They do mostly TikTok and Instagram, and they shoot a lot of the little badass rides that you see at all the shows and stuff. And they got a cool square body. So yeah, so it's your periodic table of square bodies.
Wasn't that your idea?
Yeah, they actually had a really cool hat with like just like the one little element, and I was like, you guys really need a shirt that has like all the cool stuff. And they made them, and I love them. And they came up and they gave me one. They're like, it was your idea. You have to have a shirt. And I'm like, thanks, guys. But yeah,
There you have it.
there's just my happiness on it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's the little things. I like t-shirts.
I like sharks.
shirts. So yeah, all the good stuff, and we will see y'all soon. Got anything
No,
at all?
that's it.
Man. Right.
We'll see you next week.
See you on the next time. Ow! Ow!